right there was Biggie Juicy. So I saw something interesting. A Senate candidate from Texas, a cat named Beto O'Rourke. I saw him a couple of months ago when he talked about standing for the national and taking a knee during the national anthem, and he gave a really impassioned answer, and he thought that nothing was more American than that. Was basically the summation of what he said. And then a couple of days ago, I guess yesterday, I saw him speaking at a congregation talking about Botham Jean, the young man that was killed by Amber Geiger, the police officer who says she accidentally went to the wrong apartment. Now, it's weird for me. That doesn't really compute for me because I don't know how a white dude from the Caribbean and a black dude from the Caribbean and a white woman from Texas have the same decor at all. It's got to be the smell of curry walking into the wrong apartment might have been a dead giveaway. I don't understand how those things compute. But Beto O'Rourke again says something that is very interesting, and I can honestly say I've never heard anybody on the national stage say. He talked about justice in America. He talked about how this was wrong and how we wanted answers, and what we got was them talking about a small amount of weed. Contrast that with Ted Cruz. Now, Ted Cruz is unlikable by any standard. I guarantee you that no one in Texas really liked this guy. It's amazing how a Latino immigrant has passed himself off as a white racist. I don't understand how that has happened. But we have a choice now, really a choice between one direction and another. Ted Cruz said out of his mouth that he wishes that the Democrats and Beto O'Rourke wouldn't jump to conclusions. We don't have to jump to conclusions. We have Amber Geiger's words. She killed a man that didn't belong. She killed a man that was home while she was in the wrong place at the wrong time with a weapon. She is under investigation for manslaughter, but it is him that we know about. And he okays it. He says, well, he wished that we would stop jumping to conclusions. Let me tell you something, Ted, or whatever your name is. When an unarmed man is shot by an armed person in the wrong apartment, someone already did jump to conclusions. And someone is dead for that. And somebody has to be bought to pay for it. And here's the difference in this election. You have men who want things to stay the same way. He sees nothing wrong with the slaughter of people at the hands of the police. He thinks it's a political matter. It is not. It is a matter of justice. And I have never seen a person on the national stage, particularly in a red state like Texas, saying the things he's saying. Mulvaney, one of Trump's cabinet members, said it right. Ted Cruz is an unlikable human being who is craven and lacks a lot of humanity. Now, I don't know what Beto O'Rourke's personal politics are. I can say this, that he says a lot of things I've never heard people say, that he seems to have his head in the right place, and he's saying these things out in the open. You can have things the way you want them to be, or move toward the path the way you want them to be, or you can have them the way that they are. Like one of the things that has happened now with Kavanaugh's confirmation hearings, and now we're going to hear from the victim. But you have Grassley and you have Orrin Hatch who are there in Anita Hill, and they're not inclined to change. They're saying exactly the same things that they were saying when Anita Hill came before them. And that's one of the problems. Things will not change if you keep the same old white guys in the same positions. Stop telling me how you want change. There's a reason the South is the South, because it picks the same people over and over again. It believes the same thing over and over again. There's a reason why the southern region of the United States of America is a solid block of poverty. There's a reason why it's unhealthy and uneducated. There's a reason that happened. And it's because of the people they pick. Men like Ted Cruz. Men like Grassley. Men who are determined to see things the same way. There's nothing wrong with what's going on. I don't know what the future holds, but you cannot get a future with men who are connected to the past so dearly. That's all they want. Conservatives want to conserve things the way they are. And if that works for you, that's fine. If it doesn't, do something different. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.